in on that?
Yeah. We can get it down.
That's what I in on that?
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the Nash County Board of Education's November 4th meeting to order. At this time, we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and we are delighted to have students representing two schools in our district. We have students from Bienvenue Elementary School and Bailey Elementary School. Students, when I call your name, please come down front and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. Skylar Mines. Skylar Mitchell, Chloe Lockett, Ashlyn Edge, Caleb Pittman, Rashad Cox, Melkinati McDuffie. I hope I pronounced that correct. No. Tell me what it is. No. Mel Kennedy McDuffie, thank you for that. And Carter Manning. Once you're ready, right hands on your heart, looking at the flag, let's go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, students. If you'll start on the end, shaking hands.
Thank you, good job. I like it. You're good. Don't worry about it. I didn't pay for it. Sure. Thank you, young lady.
Take it up your space.
Thank you, big guy.
Great job. Thank you so much. Great job. I'm gonna show you my dad.
Thank you, ma'am. What are you doing?
Thank you, sir.
Don't forget.
Great job. Thank you. Thank you. Great job.
All right, let's give them a hand, please, for an awesome job.
That was my cousin.
Board members, at this time, I will entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Board Member Sharp, seconded by Dr. Chavis. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Opposed, same sign, I'm sorry. Any opposition? Motion carries, thank you. All right, board members, hopefully you've had a chance to review the minutes from our last meetings. At this time, I will entertain a motion for approval of those minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Board Member Dunton for the record, seconded by Board Member Sharp. Is there any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. We are now at the recognitions portion of our board meeting. Dr. Ellis?
All right, we put this one on here quick because we had a surprise today from DPI at 11 o'clock. So I wanted to make sure this was on our recognition. And I will not read the entire letter. I will put it in the record. It says, I want to congratulate you not only for completing the Science of Reading Professional Development, but also for standing out among your colleagues to receive the Champion for Change Award. And it says, Nash County performed above the state benchmark percentages and growth in all grade levels on 23-24 end of year Dibbles data, making over 20% growth from beginning to the end of the year. Since 2021-22, Nash has decreased from 14 low-performing schools to now only 4, now only 2, exiting low-performing district status in 22-23 while continuing to increase the number of schools that meet and exceed growth. On behalf of the Department of Public Instruction, I want to thank you for always keeping students at the center of all you do. Thank you for your commitment to improving literacy outcomes for all North Carolina students. Catherine Truitt. So I want Melissa Dancy Smith and her team, if she would like to come up here.
Come on.
Our district is the Champion for Change Award.
Wow. Awesome.
Thank you. Awesome. I think that warrants another round of applause, please. Thank you so much. At this time, we are at agenda item number 6. Each month, a part of at least one regularly scheduled board meeting will be set aside for citizens to address the board through public comment. A sign-up sheet will be available in the communications office for any individual or group to indicate their desire to address the board. The deadline is noon the day of the board meeting. Any individual or group can sign up by appearing in person or by calling the superintendent's office. We do not have anyone signed up this evening for public input. That was just for the public's information. All right, that brings us to agenda item number 7, our business items, donations. Dr. Ellis.
So dear board members, please accept this request for the following donations. Middlesex Elementary received a $600 donation from Sunset Slush to help support their fall festival. Middlesex Elementary School received a $600 donation from La Unica Meat Market for their fall festival. Also, Middlesex Elementary received a $200 donation from Tant Farms for their fall festival. Williford Early Learning Center received a $270 donation from Greater Joy Missionary Baptist Church to be used for field trips. Nash Central Middle School received a $1,500 donation from LBJ Chevrolet in Nashville to be used for their athletic department. And Nash County Middle and high schools received SEL journals valued at $8,000 from the Red Oak Area Rotary, Rocky Mount Rotary, and the Nash Rocky Mount Rotary Clubs, so counselors can use as a resource when helping students. Rotary strongly supports mental health and education.
Madam Chair, I move that we accept these gracious donations with much appreciation.
Second. Motion made by Dr. Chavis, seconded by Board Member Thomas Bullock. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you so much. That brings us to our personnel recommendations. Mrs. Wallace.
Good evening. Board Chair Dr. Washington, Vice Chair Lamb, and President Board members. The personnel reports have been reviewed and discussed. On behalf of Superintendent Ellis, your approval is requested at this time.
Is there a second? All right, motion made by Board Member E. Bullock, seconded by Board Member Gray for the record. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
That brings us to item number 4, Nash Community College President, Dr. Lou Honeycutt. Dr.
I
Ellis.
believe Dr. Honeycutt's gonna address the board.
How about those kids doing the pledge? That was incredible. I don't know if I can follow that. I do have a handout. Would you like me to give them to you to hand out? That would be great. So thank you for allowing me a few minutes tonight. I wanted to come visit with y'all about a project that involves you and certainly involves the college, involves the county, involves everybody. We are currently, and I'm gonna get around to how it benefits the school system, but we're currently going after one capital improvement plan or improvement building at the state level, federal level, and private donations for the next couple of years. And that is gonna be a new health sciences building. One of the reasons we need new health sciences building is we have incredible programs. And the pass rates on the national test are as high or higher than any in the state. All of our quality is there, but we're in really a cinder block, kind of a public school looking building, but there's nothing wrong with that. But it lacks the bells and whistles for our med-assist, physical therapy, and nursing programs. What students are looking for now, they don't ask about quality at first, they want to see the bells and whistles. So that's one of the reasons we need to outfit our health sciences programs in a new building. But how it affects the school system. As you know, starting this fall, we have City High on campus as well as our early college. Dr. Ellis and I just agree to disagree. They're really mine, but I know they're really his. But we are so proud to have City High on campus. When I first moved here, when I first met Dr. Ellis, I told him at some point in time, I want City High on campus because it would put skills at the same level as university transfer. So that's been our plan all along. About 8 months ago, he comes up to me in one of our meetings and says, hey, we might have to move your plan up a little bit. And I'm like, because with demerger and with need for facilities and all, he said, could you house the City High on campus now? I went back to my people and I know they looked at me. I know in their minds what they were saying. But I said, folks, can we find 5 classrooms? This is at a time when we're finally growing post-COVID. We're about 8% up, which is about 350 additional students. They came back in 2 days and said, yes, we found 5 classrooms. So we moved forward with moving City High. You guys leased a modular, which I hope we can all agree is not a permanent fix, because as much as I don't like a modular on campus, it is serving a great purpose. But I think it helps us tell the story a little better of why we need something more permanent. So we moved everybody onto campus. It's worked out incredibly well. We're so proud to have both the early college and City High on campus, but we can't grow it because we're out of space. We can maintain the less than 100 students, which remember, any innovative high school can have 500. Early college sits around 430, City High around a little less than 100. We can maintain that, but we cannot grow it. Building the health sciences building benefits us all because once we move med-assist, physical therapy, and nursing into the new building, then the old nursing hall, Parkview Hall, becomes City High. Once it becomes City High, we can grow it. And I have told the delegation, state, I will tell them again at the luncheon on the 15th, you get me the building, let us get the move done, and in 3 years, City High enrollment will outdo the early college. It is at least as critical a high school as the early college. Being an industrial county like Nash, these students that leave City High may get a degree, but they certainly get certifications. They can leave and the next day start a job that is going to pay them a living wage and above without any other thing than having gone to City High. So it's something we need to do. So what I'm asking for tonight is no money. which is a good thing, but I'm asking for a letter of support that I can take to federal and state, the lawmakers, to private donors. Both Nashville and Rocky Mount have submitted one, the county's submitting one. We've asked for quite a few of these to put together in a portfolio to show the college is a single entity, doesn't have a very big voice in Raleigh or in Washington. But the county, the city, the school system, and the college have a grand voice, a big voice, that we can make this push to get. Now, I will tell you, it's $22 million, 35,000 square feet. It's gonna be pretty incredible for our nursing, physical therapy, medicine program, and all the associated programs. But again, the benefit in the long term is we keep a high school growing and developing on campus, put in the same level on a college campus as the early college university transfer kids. So that's really all I had for y'all tonight, and I'll answer any questions you have. Of course, there's a deadline, and I really need the letter by next Monday. Which I know you're saying like, oh, why did he even show up? What the county did was approve the writing of a letter that would then come from the county manager. So if it comes from Dr. Ellis, but it's however y'all want to do it. The reason I need it next Monday is because I meet with federal and state delegations at a luncheon on the 15th. And I would love to have as many letters as possible to show them we've got community support for this program. We're going to go in the long session in 25 for 11 million, with a guaranteed 11 million in 26. If that happens, we could start the process in 25. If all the stars aligned, and that rarely happens, we could potentially be opened and moved and have everything set in 27, which is quick turnaround. It's probably not going to happen, but we got to dream big, right? So any questions I can answer for y'all? If not, that's all I had.
I don't have a question, just a comment. There's a portion of scripture says where there's no vision, the people perish. And you guys have a tremendous vision, been working with us for ever since you've been and beyond. So I'm excited about what's gonna happen with that. So thank you for presenting that tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I'll tell you, the gentleman sitting right in front of me too, y'all got a good one. Any other superintendent would have probably told me, we don't need to keep a high school open with less than 100 kids. He has been supportive from day one. And I have to tell you, when he told me, can we move your plan up? I'm like, no, we can't move. But we embrace each other. It's been a great partnership. And I would say the school system and the college have as good or better relationship than has ever existed. And part of that's because we get along so well, for better or worse. It should scare y'all all, but we get along so well. Anything else I can say to tell y'all? The handout just gives you bullet points and a lot of the information on the plan. And really, it's just your letter of support that'll mean so much. At this point, I may need money later on. That'll come later. All right.
I would just like to make a motion, if it's in order. I move that we support the letter of support for building the health science building for Nash Community College.
Second.
Okay, motion made by Board Member E. Bullock, seconded by Board Member Thomas Bullock for the record. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. No money is good, Dr.
No money is good. That's what I told the county this morning. No money is good.
No money.
Listen, thank y'all so much. Thank you for your continued partnership. We couldn't do it without you. And we're so proud to have both high schools on campus. That's it. I'll get out of your hair.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so that brings us to our committee reports. Item number 8 on the agenda, Administrative Services and Operations Committee. Board Member Dunton.
Thank you, Madam Chair Washington. The Committee for Administrative Services and Operations met last Monday, October 28th. We had 3 action items on our agenda, and then amended our agenda to include a 4th action item that we will also be recommending for approval tonight. The first one, and all of these are attached as part of your packet, but the first one was brought to us by Ms. Saunders, just some budget amendments based on some changes by the state, and the committee recommends it for approval.
Second.
All right, motion made by Board Member Dunton, seconded by Board Member Sharp. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you very much. The next two, excuse me, we combined into one recommendation. Both are bids around facilities here in the district. The first one is redoing of theater seating at Rocky Mount Middle. The second is an elevator, much needed at Edwards Elementary. And the committee recommends both of those items to the board for approval.
Second.
Okay, motion made by Board Member Dunton, seconded by Vice Chair Lamb. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And the last one was in regards to, I did not do well in committee, so I'm gonna try and clean this up a little bit. We recommend to the board that we complete the application of annexation of Nash Central Middle School by the town of Nashville.
Second.
All right, motion made by Board Member Dunton, seconded by Board Member Sharp. Is there any discussion on that item? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you so much, Mr. Dunton.
That is it.
All right, item number 9, Policy Committee Report, Ms. Bullock.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We have before us tonight 10 policies for first read. 9 of them have minor changes, and the first one has a major change. Policy number 2130, Board Member Compensation and Expenses. Policy 3620, Extracurricular Activities and Student Organizations. Policy 4040/7310, Staff-Student Relations. Policy 4120, Domicile or Residence Requirements. Policy 6200, Goals of School Nutrition Services. Policy 6430, Purchasing requirements for equipment, materials, and supplies. Policy 6450, Purchase of services. Policy 7130, Licensure. Policy 7650, Employee travel and other expense reimbursement. And finally, Policy 9110, Use and selection of architects, engineers, surveyors, and, let me get my last word. Hold on, sorry. And construction managers at risk, sorry about that. I move that we approve these 10 policies to lay on the table for 30 days for first read.
All right, motion made by Board Member E. Bullock, seconded by Board Member Gray. Is there any discussion on the policies? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Does that conclude policy?
That does, I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Oh, no worries, I was just making sure. All right, so that brings us to our next committee report. Vice Chair Lamb is the Academic Services and Accountability Committee report. Vice Chair Lamb.
Next step, number 1, next steps for low performing schools and federal designation, Melissa Nancy Smith and Janet Morris. There's this presentation, that was for information only. NCPS, DLI, grant, Carolina Acock presented, that was for information only. Field trips, Jeff White. We would like to make a motion to approve the field trips as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Vice Chair Lamb, seconded by Board Member Sharp. Is there any discussion on the field trips? Hearing none, all in favor, please let it be known by the sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Vice Chair Lamb. That brings us to item number 11 on the agenda, the superintendent's report. Dr. Ellis.
Just wanted to let the board know, November 11th is Veteran Day, we're out for school. November 27th, 28th, 29th will be Thanksgiving holidays. FAFSA will open December 1st. November is the month of National Homeless Youth Awareness Month and also Native American Heritage Month. We have a program for that coming up. And the last thing I want to say is I want to thank everyone who participated in the United Way. I don't want to get this number, I know Caroline's out there, but I know we increased more this year than last year, and I think we're at the 100,000, am I right? Good, so I didn't tell the story, but we're at the $100,000 mark of contributions, and that's just a great thing, which is a testament to our staff, and I just want to give them a thank you for doing that. That is excellent. That's it for me.
All right, thank you, Dr. Ellis. And we are at item number 12, the chair's report. The Board of Education would like to extend heartfelt thanks to each member of our school community. Our dedicated teachers, committed support staff, and passionate administrators work tirelessly every day to create a nurturing and successful environment for our students. Your hard work does not go unnoticed, and we are deeply grateful for the countless ways each of you contribute to the growth and success of our district. To the members of this board, we are one team, united in our mission to provide the best possible education for all of our students. Let us continue to focus on what brings us together, a shared commitment to helping our young people thrive. By working together with understanding, respect, and compassion, we can achieve more than we ever could individually. Thank you again for your dedication and perseverance. I am proud to stand with you in this mission, and I look forward to all that we will accomplish together in the months ahead. Thank you. If there's no, there are upcoming meetings that I need to report. Committee meetings, November 25th, work session for December, and board meeting December 5th. And if there's no further business to come before this.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
Real quick, Dr. Ellis, when was that program for the Native American?
I think it is in the middle of December 4th. Thank you.
Where's it located?
Middle from 6 to 8 p.m.
If there's no further business to come before this board on this evening, I will adjourn tonight's meeting. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.